Right, everybody, I want to talk about Manchester United signing a new midfielder and who that midfielder will be. Now, obviously, we've seen in the last couple of days that Manchester United will not be going ahead to sign Carlos Baleba. We will be turning our attentions elsewhere. Again, people are saying that this deal is not off. We've seen last summer what happened with Manuel Ugarte. Manchester United were reportedly going to remove themselves from the situation, and then went back in and obviously signed him. So again, it doesn't mean that the deal is off, but the fact that it's come from Ornstein, which again, again last season did come from him, but again, this one just feels a bit different. I think with Baleba, would have known the price if they wanted him. Fabian Hertzler has confirmed that they do want to keep him. Now, in terms of midfielder, we definitely need to sign one. I think we're definitely way too open in that midfield. We don't have the energy from some players, and I don't. Because with basically, if Casemiro was a few years younger, it would be absolutely perfect. Ugarte again he's got the energy, but hasn't got that quality on the ball that you need, and that's why we were looking at Baleba. And I think we need someone who can carry the ball from midfield, energetic up and down the pitch, could win the ball as well. And obviously Baleba was the one. Now again, we've turned our attentions to other players. The two being mentioned are Adam Wharton, who again reportedly Crystal Palace will accept £70 million for, which I don't think they will. Probably just 70 million if you want to start talking to him about a price. Obviously, the sporting midfielder Morten Højlund, he's been someone that has been linked to United as well. So there are definitely midfielders out there that Manchester United can sign. As I said, Baleba was the perfect one, and again, as you do move away from Baleba, you do lose out on that quality that you do get from him. But again, he certainly is an interesting option to look at. He's 26, he plays for Sporting. Someone Amorim knows very, very well. Again, the one thing I would say about watching him, and when I have watched him, he does sometimes lack that tenacity and tempo on the ball. But he's certainly someone who Amorim knows well. We've just got over 2 weeks to bring in a midfielder now if we want to get one. I think what would be the best scenario to do, and what I talked about last time, was keep Casemiro and Ugarte, which is something that's going to happen this season. We know that. Sign the midfielder on loan and then wait next season to get Baleba. But again, there is a risk that you pay doing that, because there's no guarantee that we will be able to sign Carlos Baleba next season. In terms of who I would look at in terms of alternatives, Adam Wharton and Højlund will be the two. Obviously, Adam Wharton would be more up there. He's got that prem experience. I think he's a better player than him, and again would be the ideal solution for Manchester United. And if you're not going to get Baleba, again, Højlund from Sporting, you can't ignore him. He's definitely is an option. Again, there's other options as well. Edison, obviously Palhinha's gone, so we can't get him. So again, there are options out there. United would obviously be scouting replacements as alternative. They would have not just had Baleba. I know he was the main priority, like we were doing with Sesko and Watkins. We first started off with Sesko, Watkins, Gyökeres, Delap, Ekitike, and then obviously the list got shorter and shorter, and then we ended up with Sesko and Watkins, and then we obviously went out and signed Sesko. So United will have options. Again, the focus is to bring in a midfielder. I think we need one ASAP. Who that is, we don't know. Obviously, we've seen Toby Collier go on loan, so again, there is a space there. Casemiro isn't having the greatest season so far, and hasn't got the energy and legs that we kind of require in midfield. You've seen what Arsenal done. Like, a lot of clubs are signing midfielders. Liverpool midfield looks fantastic. City, they bought in Rangers. Again, next summer they could be after Baleba. Liverpool, as I mentioned, Arsenal bought in Zubamendi. They've got Rice. So they're pretty solid there. So all the top teams, Tottenham have even bought in Palhinha. So the top teams are signing midfielders. I think United need to get one. I just don't think Ugarte is good enough yet. I don't know if he can become that player that we ideally need. But yeah, if we're not going to sign Baleba, who would I bring in midfield? It would be Adam Wharton. As I said, he has that Premier League experience. He's got quality on the ball. He's a very good ball winner, but again, it'd be very, very difficult to get him out of Crystal Palace, especially with them being in Europe. They've just won the FA Cup. They won the Community Shield as well. So they're doing a very, very good job. And again, it would cost a lot of money for Manchester United to sign Adam Wharton from Crystal Palace. But let me know your thoughts. Who would you sign instead, now that Manchester United have officially pulled out of the race to sign Baleba? But again, it's a positive, as in we know the price. But again, And we know the personal terms have been agreed, but we should have got him this summer. But let's see what happens.